Hi, this is Ethan here from MyDrawingTutorials.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a skull from 3/4 view. We'll start by constructing the skull using some basic shapes. Start by drawing a circle. Then find the center line. Since the skull will be in 3/4 view, the center line will be more towards the right. Next, we'll find the brow line. This line will represent the point where the front plane of the skull meets the side plane. And we'll fill in the outline of the side of the face. Now draw on the nose. And attach the jaw. Next, we'll shape the top of the skull to match that of the reference. We were only using the circle as a placeholder. And we'll draw in the cheekbone and outline of the mouth as well. Before moving on, let's erase these guidelines. Now, let's draw in the cheekbone on the other side of the face. In anatomical terms, this is called the zygomatic arch. And I'll draw in a rough outline for the teeth and fill in some details for the jaw. And of course, we'll have to draw in the eye socket as well. The last part of the lay-in process is to fill in the teeth. This is probably my least favorite part because it can be very tedious, but nevertheless, it's very important. When drawing teeth, it's very easy to get lost in all the details and forget where you are. So I recommend dividing the teeth into sections and tackling them one at a time. So for this drawing, I divided the top set of teeth into 4 parts. And I know that this section should have 3 teeth in it. And I know that another 3 teeth will fit into this section. We'll continue on like this until all the teeth are filled in. This is a good way to ensure that you have the correct number of teeth and that the teeth are in proportion. This can have a big impact on the mouth looking realistic. Don't worry too much about getting all the teeth looking exactly like the reference. You're allowed a bit of artistic license here. I'll start the shading process by using a 2B pencil and adding tones to the darkest areas. And that would be the eye sockets, nose, and jaw. Next, I'll use my tortillon and a 2H pencil to put in the halftones. Right now, my main goal is just to establish some basic dimension to the drawing. I just want it to look somewhat three-dimensional. Then I can look at it and see where it needs more tone or less tone in order to look more realistic. Okay, so looking at it, I can see that the teeth are a little bit bare right now. So I'll go in with my 2B pencil and put in some small shadows in the gaps between the teeth. Much better. Now that I can see that the skull is looking pretty good, I'm ready to commit to darker lines. So I'm going to darken the lay-in lines and the shadows some more. To help make the skull look like a solid object rather than just something floating in space, I'll put in a cast shadow at the bottom. Remember to make the shadow darkest when it's near the skull and gradually lighter as it moves away. To help soften the edge of the shadow, I use a piece of tissue paper and blend out the edge. Now let's add some texture, bumps, and ridges to the back of the skull for some interest. Let's do one more round of darkening the shadows for more contrast. I'll put a shadow under the top set of teeth to make it look as if it's protruding out a bit. Most skulls have a slight overbite, and this will help add more dimension to the drawing. And lastly, I'll use a well-sharpened 2B pencil to add some calligraphy to the drawing. This just means that I'm putting in some cross-hatching in the shaded areas to give the skull a more stylized look. It's subtle, but it will make the drawing more interesting to the eyes. And that's it, we're all done. For this week's giveaway, the prize will be a $20 Amazon gift card and the signed drawing in this video. To win, all you have to do is click on that link right there to go to the Facebook post for this lesson. Then simply share and like the post to enter. A winner will be randomly selected on this date, so make sure you get your submission in before then. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, I release a new video every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time, happy drawing!